What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ. Today, we're going to focus on Jack Eichel from the U.S. development team. We've done a prospect profile on him, talked about him ad nauseum. He could challenge Connor McDavid for that number one spot in 2015. That's part of the reason I'm talking about him today. I spent about 2 hours this week breaking down tape and watching tape. So basically, I have no life, but when the power play with CJ is my life, so I guess that's silver lining. But it's the stuff I do behind the scenes that I like to think makes me successful. But looking at Eichel, I can't figure out who he is. Obviously, he's an amazingly skilled hockey player. Obviously, he's going to be, a top 2 pick in the NHL draft in, 15 months. But I can't put my finger on. People say Jeff Carter. People say Ryan Getzlaf. I personally, I see a little Roenick in him. He's the most, according to everyone, the best American since Mike Modano. And there are 2 pretty good Americans in the NHL right now, Phil Kessel and Pat Kane, among other pretty good Americans. But I see a little bit of Joe Pavelski in him as well. He's a very, very good player. I don't know how else to word it. He doesn't get beaten. He's got good on-ice vision, great skill set. And, I don't really like making comparisons as I'm trying to make a comparison. But whenever I look at stuff like this, I like to figure out who a player reminds me of, just so I can give you guys an idea, and then try to base everything off in the back of my head. He's going to be this. And I think that's Eichel's a perfect example why that doesn't work, is trying to figure out what he is and who he is. Just isn't fair to him as a player, and isn't fair to you guys as hockey fans, knowing that he has to be pigeonholed into a given role. And again, he's an amazingly skilled hockey player, and I think he's going to be the face of one of the faces of USA hockey for the next decade, or even more so, probably 2 decades. Him, Noah Hannafin, who we talked about today, and I'm going to continue to talk about Eichel because, again, we have the same birthday, a couple years apart. But October 28th, so it's pretty cool. Fellow Masswell, he'll be at BU next year unless something unforeseen happens and he ends up with St. John. But I don't see anything there. But my thing of it is, I guess this is why my strategy sometimes backfires, because you look at him, you're trying to get an idea of what kind of role he fills. He's obviously going to be a top 6 forward wherever he plays, but in terms of just pigeonholing him, that backfires, and it's good for me to kind of get outside that mindset. And guys, I highly recommend to watch tape. I can only tell you so much. The tape speaks for itself most times. So, anyway, that's on this episode of the Power Play with CJ on my latest conundrum. What is or who is Jack Eichel? Stay tuned for more episodes for the season and beyond. Later, guys.